Hey coaches, it's Sarah Griffith, Star Diamond Beachbody coach. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of exploring our product lines. When you signed up to be a coach, you bought your challenge pack and your Shakeology, and that was probably your first encounter with the programs. You may have done your program one time, maybe you did it 5 times, I don't know, but you probably stuck with the same things in the beginning. My challenge for you, once you can kind of gradually afford it, so don't do all this at once, but do it gradually. Maybe every time you get a paycheck, slide a little bit towards something Beachbody, because this is your business and it's an investment. And the more you invest in your business, the more you're going to be well spoken as a coach, and the more you're going to be able to talk from experience rather than just looking in the online office, looking at the marketing tools. To be able to have completed a program or to use a product makes you a better advocate for that product. You know that we do not require you to buy things every month. Not like you have to buy a new program every month to be a coach. That's not the case. We know that we keep our PV at 90 to stay active. So I do buy Shakeology every month, but I buy lots of other things because I want to, not because I have to. Now, I will tell you that when I buy most of my things, I buy them under my husband's account because that builds volume for me. So if you are working a spouse account, or if you are working maybe your mom's account or your sibling's account, I would encourage you to buy it under them to build volume for yourself. You can do it either way, but you will build more volume if you're buying it under a spouse account or somebody underneath you. So that's what I do to keep Kevin active every month. I buy random things here and there to keep his PV above 50, and I usually shoot for 90. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I have. I suppose I will start with this giant collection over here. So what I have is a collection of all the programs I've done. Here's what I'm going to tell you. These are an investment in your business. Whether you're going to do the whole program or not, it's awesome to have them. Here's what I do. Every single time a program comes out, I buy it and I do it and I market it. So I do blog posts about it. I do the meal plans. I'm very public about it so that it helps me to sell that program down the road. But I do it because I want to be knowledgeable about what does this program have to offer people. What do I like about it? What do I not like? What do they need? What do they not need? So I really suggest you start building your collection. Now I know that with On Demand you have access to try a lot of the programs, but there's a big difference between trying them and having them. Now, one thing that I want to show you, and I should have had it over here already, I have, in addition to having all the programs, we know that every single program comes with one of the Beachbody meal plan guides. So I have tons of nutrition books here because of all my programs. So honestly, sometimes I just go through here and I look for, different recipes because every book has some really great things to offer. But I have all this so that if a challenger says, hey, what's the nutrition like in P90X3? I don't have to guess. I have it right here and I can look it up. So some of the programs that I have done, this is the original Insanity. I never completed it. This is what we bought off of Beachbody, off an infomercial. I didn't have a coach. I tried to do it right after I had Carter. It was too hard and it was too long and I never completed the program. I have it, but I've never actually done more than a couple of weeks of it. So my original program, and I don't have it in the stack, was the 21-day fix. That's what I started with. So I had that program. I had the containers. I really liked it, and I did it. I did it 3 rounds before I switched to something else. After I did that, I switched to, let's see if it's up here. I then transitioned into, P90X3. So that's a 90-day program. P90X3 has different blocks. I did the lean block, but I wouldn't have known about this had I not bought the program. So I have this. I learned that you need a chin-up bar for P90X3. I learned little things that I wouldn't have known had I not done the program. So after I did that, what came next? I think I bought Body Pump next. Pump has since retired. I don't think you can even really get it anymore, but I bought it. I learned that you had to have weights with it. I learned that the first workout wasn't really necessary unless you were brand new. I just learned because I did it, and I got some rockin' arms from Body Pump. I really liked it. From there, where did I go from there? Okay, from there, I went into PiYo because PiYo had just launched. This was around last July. So I got PiYo. I didn't love PiYo. I would say I only did a month of it. Out of 2 months, it wasn't my thing, but I understand it. I understand the value of it, and I know why people like it. And when someone says to me, you know, I'm really looking to work on my flexibility, well, now I know, hey, this is what they need. They don't need Insanity Max 30, they need this. So because I was able to do a little bit of it, now I can speak about it. So I went into PiYo. After I did PiYo, I spent the end of my summer, I think I got it on sale or something. I spent the end of the summer doing Brazil butt lift. This workout is a hoot and actually does really work your butt very well. I learned that it's called a booty band. This can be your biggest nightmare. It really burns your butt, but it makes your butt look nice. So you can buy booty bands off Beachbody, but I highly recommend them. They're just little resistance bands, and they actually go on your feet and sometimes on your legs, and it allows you to stretch out. So anyways, I transitioned into Brazil butt lift. From there, I went back to, for fall last year, I went back to P90X3. I did that until September. I should also mention that I think it was in September, my husband bought Body Beast, and he has done it sporadically. I'll be honest with you, he has not completed the full program. He really, really likes it, but he just can't seem to have the time for it every single day. So I don't have a good transformation of my husband because he didn't do it from start to finish. I wish that he would, but I learned about what he liked and didn't like. I got to learn what weights he needed. You do need a lot of weights for Body Beast. So I learned about that. I also got to learn about the supplements. He did buy, there's more, but I only have a couple up here. He did buy the Beachbody Extreme Nutrition, the supplements. There's a lot that go along with it, and these were kind of expensive. So we do have all of them for him. There's more than this. If I had to guess, my bet would be that eventually this stuff gets replaced with the new performance line, but I know that they do still sell it. So I learned that whenever he did Body Beast. I moved into December. December is when Insanity Max 30 came out. I didn't want to buy this because I knew I hadn't finished this. So I said, why would I ever be able to do this if I can't do this? But I wanted to challenge myself. So I bought it, and I am proud to say I did this entire program, all 60 days. I got great results, and it's my favorite, one of my favorite Beachbody programs. After I completed Max 30, right around when I was finishing, and I liked Max 30 so much, I actually bought, every program has like additional supplemental DVDs. I bought the 7-Day Ab Minimizer DVDs, love them, gave me some PV, so I think it had like a PV of 50 or so, and I got to add it to my collection. But right after I finished that, 21 Day Fix Extreme came out, so I bought that. You get this one with it, and then I also bought, like I said, I like to do this often. I buy the supplemental workouts so that I have them. So those are more of Fix Extreme workouts that they have. Sometimes I will give these away. So if I have a challenger that's, you know, got awesome results, I'm really proud of them, sometimes I will mail them something like this. So these are great to buy, to have in your collection, just to kind of give away here and there. Occasionally I will be asked to do in-kind donations for charities, and when I do that, sometimes I give away a program, sometimes I just give away a supplemental DVD. I have learned, though, if you do an in-kind donation, don't give them the program. Actually, have them meet up with you to get it. Otherwise, you probably won't hear from them. And I'm donated to several programs, and I haven't heard from those people who bought it. So if you want to learn from my mistakes, don't give them the program. Make them have to meet up with you to get the program so you can form that relationship. Anyways, I did a lot of extreme this spring, and then I just got size. So size is fun. It's fun to post videos about the workouts, and that's kind of where we are in regards to Beachbody programs. But like I said, I try to stay very current. You know, when Hammer and Chisel comes out in December, I will own it, I will do it, I will talk about it, I will blog about it, because in order for you to be able to be a good Beachbody coach, you have to be a product of all of our products. So constantly be curious, experiment with what we have, and decide what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have bought that I found interesting. Oh, I didn't bring it upstairs, but I have the Beachbody jump mat. It's just like one of their yoga mats, I guess, but it is phenomenal. It's a really great mat. So better than anything I ever bought at a sporting goods store. I really love it. So I have that. I have a ton of stuff. I didn't bring it all up. And I'm not even going to go there in regards to wear and share. I have tons of Beachbody clothes because I wear it everywhere I am. And I know I've done other training videos for you about wear and share. These are Beachbody weighted gloves. I use these sometimes when I'm doing the fix, sometimes whenever I'm doing other programs, I put them on just for more weight, for added resistance, but I have these. I have a lot of the resistance bands. I found that you cannot do Fix Extreme without their bands. I mean, you probably could, but I had a heck of a time finding bands that worked. I found that only the Beachbody bands were long enough, so if you have a client who's going to do Fix Extreme, you need to have them get these bands. They're like 15 bucks. But I have lots of different resistance amounts downstairs, but this is just one of them, but I do use our bands. I like them. They're very good. What I also have, and I really recommend you get, is a copy of the Fix 8 cookbook. You can use this to share recipes with your challengers. You can use it just to understand the container system a little bit better, and just to, as you post on your social media sources, it's great to share recipes from this. Every single recipe I've ever made out of this cookbook, I absolutely love, so it's a great investment. It will only cost you about $14 as a coach. Be brave with your Shakeology. Do not settle for one flavor. Yes, you may love chocolate, but your clients are going to want to know, what does that vegan taste like? What does greenberry taste like? Everyone's always afraid of greenberry. Greenberry is actually one of my favorites. It's really good. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles. But you need to try it in order to be knowledgeable about it. So don't be afraid of the other flavors. I hate strawberry. I like vegan tropical strawberry, but I hate strawberry. And I let my clients know that. I'm very honest with them. It's not my thing. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't try all of the flavors. Mine comes in a bag every month, but whenever I start to get a backup of Shakeology, like if I have too much of something, I call and I modify my order and I switch it to packets. And the reason I do that is because I sell my packets. I always like to have plenty of samples so that my clients can say, I would like to try vanilla. I don't want to buy a month's supply of vanilla, but I want to try it. So I can sell them packets. I sell them for $5 a piece if I'm giving them to them. If I have to mail it, I build in just a little bit more for shipping. You won't really make any money selling your Shakeology at that price. You're just more so breaking even and using it as like I just call it a business expense. I should mention that I do write all of these things off for taxes. I was able to do that because all of them are requirements of the job to be a product of the product, so I need to constantly be trying and using the products. So I do keep all my Beachbody inventory, like my packing slips, and I turn them in at the end of the month. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? The 3-day refresh. If you haven't done the 3-day refresh, you should do that. It's usually you're going to lose about 5 to 6 pounds, depending on what you have to lose. It's hard. I'll be the first to tell you it's hard, but because I've done it, I can now talk to my clients about it, and I can show them my results. When you can pull up a blog post about your 3-day refresh experience and show them your before and afters, that's going to help you to encourage others to try it, rather than if you say, I don't know, I've never tried it, but I heard people lose 5 pounds. No, show them that you lost 5 pounds from it. So I encourage you to do the 3-day refresh if you haven't done it before. Relatively inexpensive. I think it's going to cost you around maybe $50, $55. You can do this every month if you wanted to. It's actually safe to do it monthly. So that's what 3-day refresh is. You certainly get more. There's a big box, but I just have one of the packets here with me to talk about. I do not love the P90X3 performance bars, so these are like a protein bar, but I have bought them because I want to be knowledgeable about all of our products. I like the berry and yogurt kind. I do not like the chocolate one, but I would have known that had I bought them. So you may like them, you may not, but you won't know until you try them yourself. I was an E&E junkie. I love E&E. I drink it religiously before every single workout. And I also give away packets. So these are my packets. I buy these, and when I send a thank you card to a client, I typically put a packet of E&E in it. And my rationale behind that is it allows them to try the product and often encourages them to buy it because they've been watching me drink it, but they don't want to spend the money on buying a tub, so here's a sample, and then they realize it's not so bad, I like it, and then they tend to order it themselves. So that's my little E&E that I have. I post about that as well on social media. Beachbody came out with the new performance line. Energize is like the new version of E&E kind of, and I actually do like it better. You cannot buy just boxes of packets of Energize currently like you can E&E, so this is just really for me, but I do use it, and I like it. When I went to Summit this summer, they had the option, and I think you have the option online, to buy the sample pack of the performance line. It gets you one of every one of the performance, items. I don't know what to say. But anyways, you get the vanilla recharge, you get the chocolate recover, you get the citrus hydrate, you also get an energize, and you get a max creatine, so that you can try each one of them and see what it's like. If you were trying to get somebody on board who is maybe like a CrossFitter or owned a gym, or somebody who was really big into like triathlon training or running or biking or whatnot, it would be really sweet of you to say, you know what, here, I am going to send you this will cost you like 14 bucks. I'm going to send you a sample packet of our performance line. Try it and let me know what you think of it. That's a good investment in your business to give stuff like that away occasionally. So you can order it that way. Another product that I have, and I have it because it's new, because I don't believe that you can speak about it until you've tried it. So I have the new Boost, the Shakeology Boost. I bought the Digestive Health. I have the Power Greens and the Focused Energy, and I've been putting them in my Shakeology to see how I feel when I'm using them, so that when somebody says, Sarah, does the Digestive Health really make you have to go to the bathroom? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, so I can speak of that because I've tried it. So that's my advice to you, is to just get curious. Get curious, explore, order things here and there. Don't make yourself bankrupt. Do not buy all of this right now. It's too expensive, and I get that. This has taken me a long time to build this collection, but because I have this collection, I'm a more knowledgeable coach for my challengers. So I'm going to encourage you to start looking for what your next thing is that you want to try, and go from there. But good luck, build your collections, and become knowledgeable so that others can benefit too.